Howdy all, I'm Adam the Renaissance Nerd. We are now several hours, maybe even 12, 13, 14, 15 away from the devastating news that the Acolyte has been canceled. Yes, canceled. There are some people who are trying to really cope their way around it saying, it wasn't canceled, they're just not making a season 2. No, that's canceled. It's done. It's over. You're never going to get it again. But what we're going to do now is this. We're going to go into I would say a sort of deep dive. I've been cataloging the meltdowns of the stans and the fake fans since last night. I had to stop myself at a certain point because, one, I kept replying to the majority of them just to troll them and, rub their faces in the dirt. But then also, I realized if I keep doing this, I'm going to have not just a couple dozen, but hundreds of these because it's the same people. Literally, you're going to see a lot of repeats in the list I'm about to show you on my bookmarks. Same people crying over and over again, all saying the same things, but we're going to read what they say. And we're going to analyze what they say and compare it to, let's say, normalcy. Let's get right to it. No reason to dodge around it anymore. Let's go. Now, I believe I've started at the right place. I've gone way down to the bottom where the bookmark started last night. We start with this one, Milky Way Ghetto Superstar. Renew the Acolyte. They're all still clinging to renew the Acolyte. You're also going to see hashtag save the Acolyte. We'll get to that one specifically in here. This show meant a lot to me. I've never seen so many tweets and people come together over a Star Wars series. If we don't get a second season, one of y'all will definitely need to fly to Dallas to console me. Now, this probably happened right as it was happening. So it was canceled. They didn't realize it was canceled. But this is funny to me right here. This show meant a lot to me. I've never seen so many tweets and people come together over a Star Wars series. The internet isn't real. Twitter isn't real. These are not real people. Majority of them are paid shills, and the others are stans and bots who are tourists. So the fact that you equate people yammering on social media to a successful collection of fans, no, you're not real. Okay, this is now, we're getting the first one here, this chick right here. I get something M, I can't really, M Kenobi, M, we'll call her M. This chick is a wannabe ethot. She spends half the time, you can see in her profile pic, she spends half the time sticking her tits out. Now, hey, we all know I love a good pair of honkers. I'm never going to say, hey, baby, don't show me the goods. But this chick spends most of her time trying to show her tits off, and then she wants to be taken seriously. She wants to be taken seriously. Either show your tits or don't. You can't have it both ways. Either be an ethot and a cosplayer and a model, or, try to have serious conversations instead of bitching and whining. She starts it here. Fans asked for Kenobi Season 2. Canceled. Fans asked for Book of Boba Fett Season 2. Canceled. No, nobody asked. Nobody asked for Season 2s of either of those. Fans asked for the Acolyte Season 2, and we'll keep reading what she says here. Where is it? I lost it. Damn. All right, we don't have the rest of it. I'm sorry, but she yammers and yammers on. So this chick has been now posting hour on the hour since last night. Since 18 hours ago, she literally is constantly posting, crying. She's going to be a repeat player, a cast member of these meltdowns. So she gets better. So this is where she starts. This was the first one I found. Basically giving a fake history. Real fans, nobody asked for Kenobi or Book of Boba Fett, and definitely not for Acolyte Season 2. So here it is. Here comes the groundwork of, fans asked for this, Disney. How dare you not give it? You're going to see more of these. Next up here. Maggie Lovett, who, from Collider, spent a lot of time interviewing Leslie Headland, Harvey Weinstein's former personal assistant. She spent a lot of time and a lot of hours interviewing and shilling for this stuff. So she is now going to cry about the double whammy of hearing Tamura Morrison talk about the lack of hope for Boba's return because of negativity online. His show sucked. People have no problem with Tamura Morrison. Boba Fett sucked. Coupled with the news about the Acolyte speaks to the real issue I see in the TV side of Star Wars. It continues to cater to the absolute worst people. Oh, here's the first time. The first time you're going to see this. They are going to make an arguing line that Disney, Lucasfilm Disney Star Wars, who has done nothing but attack real fans for the past decade, she says now that they're catering to the worst people, to us. Here's the bottom line as we continue down this train of thought. Disney isn't catering to us. This was a financial decision because nobody watched this show. I've showed you the Nielsen's over and over again. It didn't rank for the back half of the season and barely clung on to rank at number 10 with the finale. Nobody's catering to us. We simply showed the truth by reviewing it and talking about it, and the normies who make up the bulk of the viewing audience chose not to watch this. That is the truth. But someone like Maggie Lovett will happily say that the toxic nerds, and you're going to see that phrase a lot in this, that now Disney's catering to them. They're listening to the worst people. There's a certain line I'm going to make, an argument I'm going to make as we get deeper in, but we have to get to those quotes first. All right, who's up next? Oh, Blue Angel, this twink. So you're telling me we all have to forget about one of the sickest Star Wars Darkseid users we've ever gotten in years? You mean a guy who had zero backstory? A guy who basically is the poster boy for abuse is romance? Is that your sickest Darkseid user in years, you twink? They confuse a dude who they're thirsty for good character work. It's that simple. Oh, Molly Damon. Oh, this one. The worst part about hearing the Acolyte is canceled is this will absolutely impact my ability to enjoy any more new projects for Star Wars. I feel like everything I went through while the show was on was for nothing. I don't enjoy being depressed and cynical about this fandom. Oh, wow. I'm going to say to Molly Damon, what her and her ilk said to all of us when we said, thank you, Disney, for ruining our Star Wars. Suck it up. You still have what you like. Just enjoy it. Just go back to it. Because you know what? Real fans, we did. Real fans, once some of us got through our black pill phase, we collected, protected, and preserved the real thing. We can go back, watch, and enjoy it and not be affected by Disney Star Wars. Because here's the thing, a real fan, a real passionate man, someone who actually gives a damn, we can find the love and enjoyment in what's there. We don't need to say, I don't enjoy being depressed and cynical. What can I look forward to now? Oh my God. But what about everything you have that came before? I thought it was all peak and great. I thought everything was peak and awesome. I thought you were back every time. But apparently you're not. Apparently a fake fan can't hold on to what they loved. Because you know what? They really didn't love it. Moving on. Oh, we're back to M. This is so disappointing. Star Wars has been interacting with the fans like never before during the Acolyte's release. The tissues for Yord, Saul, and Jecki, the swagman gifts being sent out, the follow spree. They put so much effort into advertising the show just to cancel it. Because when they did it, they marketed everything to you, the stans, the fake fans. And guess what? You weren't enough to sustain it. There's the truth. There's the ugly truth I'm going to drop right here and right now. We're going to begin that conversation. We are going to see here now. They're all going to complain about how all the fans were loving this. Oh, those people watching this. How can they cancel it? It was marketed to stands. All the fake merch they pushed out. All the fake rewards. Tissues for Yord and Saul. That was bullshit. You're catering to people who could not sustain your franchise. That is plain and simple. Let's keep going. We got a lot to get through here. Oh, this guy's an MCU twink who likes to complain about, why don't you love Black Falcon, Captain America, you racists and bigots? He's cooking so hard. That's this guy. Canceling the Acolyte is one of the worst decisions ever. It was a series that was finally pushing Star Wars into new, fresh directions and was set up for an even better second season. A bunch of babies couldn't handle that and now we'll be stuck with more of the same forever. This moron doesn't even realize it was telling stories in the past. The High Republic takes place in the past. You can't take something in fresh new directions when you have a cutoff point at the original trilogy and the prequel trilogy. You can't. You're locked into a little point in time that Disney created thinking they were going to have their own expanded universe, and it didn't work. The High Republic is a failure. So this is a moron, a complete and total idiot that doesn't understand how growing a franchise works. You know what pushed the stories forward? The expanded universe. That's what pushed it forward, farther and farther away from the original trilogy where the characters grew. More characters came in, families expanded, lots of great things happened. But this idiot wouldn't realize that because he looks at his navel while pretending he has a dick. All right, going forward, this dude right here. Star Wars continues to fold under the pressure of the worst, smallest, loudest part of the fan base. This is so widely disappointing. Such a shameful move on Disney's part to abandon great stories and storytellers because of trolls. The Acolyte deserves better. I'm going to reissue the argument right here. You are the ones that watch this. The stands watched it. You're the minority. They want to say that we're the smallest, loudest part. No, we are the real fans. We are real Star Wars fans who expressed our views and analyzed this dog shit. And the normies watched your show, watched what we had to say as reviewers, as analysts, and rejected it. This is reality inversion. It's what it is. Reality inversion. Simple as that. All right. Who's next? Whoever this is. A huge mistake. So disappointed for everyone who brought this series to life. You made a Star Wars series I actually want to see more of with a great cast of characters. A great cast of characters who did what? Most of them are dead. Only 2 or 3 survived, and they have zero story. They actually didn't have any growth at all. So a fake person, a fake fan stan who doesn't actually know what they're talking about. Going forward. This person right here. The Acolyte being canceled is only going to fuel the most annoying people in the fandom who led a full-on hate train without even watching it because they didn't know how to think for themselves. Disney needs to stop catering to these losers. Once again, Disney's not catering to us. They spent $180 million, the budget of a feature-length Hollywood film on this shit series for just 8 episodes, most of them just 25, 30 minutes, and they got no return. It is not canceled because they're catering to us. It got canceled because nobody watched it and they didn't get subscribers on Disney+. That's why. That is stupid. And being annoying, well, the most annoying people are being loud. It's you. People like this. You're all very annoying, but it's funny to laugh at. Keep going. Oh, Alden Diaz. This queer is a full-on shill, a full-on Stan fake fan, does nothing but cry. What does he have to say? What a shitty timeline we're in. No, the timeline's actually correcting itself, destroying Disney Star Wars. That's the true timeline reasserting itself. Legitimately awful. No room for projects to grow their audiences. Just instant dismissal for the people who worked on The Acolyte, Willow, and 100 other shows. All because short-sighted business. Streaming is mostly a plague at this point. Oh, here's the first instance of the example. This is the example we always talk about. Never cater to these losers. You will never please them. People like Alden Diaz, a twink like this, has constantly been catered to by Disney, by all the major corporations, bending the knee, giving them the slop, the woke bullshit, the agenda-driven crap. They've been given it constantly. And as soon as something that they feel is so perfect and great gets canceled, oh, look, they turn on them. They will bite the hand that feeds them every time. Every damn time. Never cater to these losers. You'll never make them happy. Cater to a real fan. Oh, we'll be your biggest cheerleader, but we'll also be your biggest critic because we're genuine. This is a fake fan in the stand. Moving on. The worst part about The Acolyte being canceled isn't the cancellation itself, but knowing exactly which part of the Star Wars fan base Disney listened to in order to go ahead with this decision. Stop caving to pressure and stand your ground if you've made something bold for once. I don't know. They gave you multiple seasons of the Mandalorian. They gave you multiple seasons of the Bad Batch. You got a ton of, you got all that Ahsoka crap. You got all your stupid comics, all your High Republic books. They gave you everything, and guess what? It doesn't sell. But once again, the argument, they're catering to us now all of a sudden. No, they aren't. No, they aren't. Their bottom line told them we got to cancel this shit because nobody watched it. Disney really just said F you to so many, we got one of these, so many queer, people of color, and non-traditional Star Wars fans, all because this show got review bombed to hell and back before it even came out. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? It was reviewed constantly when it was out, review bombing. That's the review bomb lies there, but also, here's their thing. All they care about is more representation and more inclusion. That's who this person cares about. They don't care about anything else. Don't care about anything. They don't care about Star Wars. Oh, we're back to Maggie Lovett. I often joke that I've always felt represented in Star Wars because I'm a white brunette who sees myself everywhere in that franchise. Leia, Padme, Jin, and Rey. But with the Acolyte, my friends were finally seeing themselves in a franchise that means the world to them. Oh, she's playing the white savior. I'm so glad that my friends, I have black friends, by the way, and I have queer friends. I'm so glad that they're represented. There you go. Fake person. Not just a fake fan, Maggie Lovett, fake person who wants to get a nice little pat on the head for saying, I have friends who don't look like me, and I'm so happy that they can see themselves in something. Fake person. Here we go. All this does is reinforce the wrong side of the fandom. The biggest mistake the modern era was just made. Do better. That's how you know you're really twinged them, because they're doing the do better. They're not catering to us. They're simply making a decision. Who's up next? Star Wars continues to pander. Okay, another pander one, yelling at us when all we did was review it. The normies are the ones who ended up helping this decision be made by not watching it. Moving on, we're a third of the way through. Oh, look at that, one of these. Disney will literally let their fan base terrorize actors. Interesting word considering who you're supporting in your bio there. Actors of color that they hire, and instead of standing behind them and doubling down on their support of these actors, Disney lets the racists win and pulls media that centers on those characters. Once again, all this person cares about is more representation and more inclusion. Not about the fact that the story was shit, the characters were shit. Just about the color of their skin and probably where they stick their dick. Oh, this one. This one is a Rebels weirdo. I've been trying to get blocked by this idiot for a couple years now. Heartbreaking to hear. It feels impossible to separate the Acolyte's perception from the disturbing bigotry that thrives in certain sections of this fandom. Those factions will see this as a success, and that's a loss for everyone else. Oh, no. It's a win, because real fans and normies prove they are the majority, and you, weirdo, are the minority. I need a solid effing answer as to why the show is not with non-white leads, a predominantly queer cast, new viewership, a growing audience, and one of the biggest debuts on Disney Plus was canceled only a month after its release. Biggest debuts on Disney Plus. Oh, you mean the 11 million people around the world of 150 million plus subscribers? You mean that huge debut? And also, once again, making about race and gender and sexuality. That's all they care about. So are we seeing a pattern yet, guys? Are we seeing a pattern? The Acolyte being canceled is just another example of toxic internet hate. The show never got a chance to breathe, and half the people hating on it never even watched an episode. I watched all 8. I reviewed all 8. They're on my channel. Many people watched my reviews, which were very detailed, and chose not to watch it, to watch me instead, to watch many others instead. And at the same time, no one is getting catered to again. They're just using that argument again. It's everybody else's fault. People watch it, growing an audience. You didn't grow an audience. The Nielsen's prove it. Nobody watched it. Oh, this is one of my favorites. You can read this one yourself. It's just cursing at everything, including the rest of Disney Star Wars. These are the people who want to say that they're the normal ones. Yet look at this tirade right here. Beautiful, beautiful. What we got next? Who's up next? Another one of these. Oh, you've got to be shitting me. I'm so done with Disney. They canceled the Acolyte. Quick reminder, Disney puts on the boycott list, so cancel those subscriptions. They don't deserve our money. This is same example. You cater to these people, and as soon as you step out of line ever so slightly, they will betray you because they're not real fans. They're goddamn tourists who only care about agenda. I'm heartbroken for Amanda more than anything else right now. Disney just validated all the racists who have spent the past year flinging the most vile shit at her. I can't imagine how she's feeling right now. Hey, nobody... Okay, let's remind everybody what Amanda Stenberg did while the Acolyte was premiering. When it premiered, and nobody talked about her till it started, first of all. This is a false narrative, a fake history. Once Amanda was being criticized for her acting on the show and her character, she then decided to go on talk shows and attack fans. And remember, she dropped her diss track For Amandla is fair game when you drop a diss track calling half the people in the country racists and bigots for not liking your show. So sorry, Amandla is fair game. I was hands off until she dropped her diss track. Then everything was fair. So sorry, it's the internet. Get to roast her. I actually don't think I can be a Star Wars enjoyer after this. Like, no hyperbole. They have taken all the joy and hope I had. Oh no! They took away the version of Star Wars you like! What will you possibly do? Already said that point. Oh, more M. Somebody replying to her. Listen, I'm not saying there's a common denominator, but look at the creators of the canceled shows compared to the one that got greenlit off. R.I.P. Oh, once again, Leslie Headland got canceled because she's gay. That's all they make it about. All right, what we got next? Who's this? To say I'm fuming over this is an understatement. The Acolyte was a series full of fresh ideas and a clear love for various eras. Various eras? It existed in the High Republic. It doesn't cover various eras. Walking out a fake Plagueis and Yoda does not show respect or love for anything else. And this is bullshit. I'm a moron. Who we got next? We're halfway through. We're almost done. These myopic and short-sighted decisions are killing the industry. In the effort to create only massive blockbuster hits, the studios have created a system that turns out mostly garbage and ignores the diamonds in the rough, all based on obfuscated metrics that mean nothing. No, ratings matter. Ratings matter. And once upon a time, shows got more than 8 episodes, and they just went out every season and had a chance to actually have a full season. 8 episodes is not a full season. And I'll admit that. 8 episodes is not a full season, but they tried to tell their story and they failed. So that's why it's canceled. Moving on. Here it is. Now, this is an account purely made to renew the Acolyte and a letter writing campaign. Today, we were met with the devastating news that Lucasfilm and Disney have canceled official Acolyte. But that doesn't mean fans can't still try to save the Acolyte. It's never too late. Good luck with that. You got 61,000 interactions, 1.6K likes, 202 replies. Good luck with that. After 16 hours. I mean, granted, I never get those numbers on anything I do, but still, good luck with that. Oh, this is a good one. More Molly Damon. Oh, hello, Molly Damon. We're back to you. Totally agree with Jennifer Landa about the way the Acolyte news is being handled. Let's see what this has to say right here. Let's zoom in on this. By using the term, let me see, is it the same thing? Okay. Obviously, I'm disappointed there won't be a season 2 of the Acolyte, but I really don't like it's being reported as canceled. Oh, I already talked about this. They're trying to redefine words, that it isn't canceled. You don't believe it's not canceled. And here we're talking about, and here's more, it looks like, making it about race and gender and sexuality, because that's all they can do. So more highlighting that bullshit. Who we got next? The Mancalorians. That's a tongue twister. You can still do the right thing. People listed Disney, Lucasfilm. You just like Luke said, Anakin. It's never too late. No, it is too late. Not going to happen. Me after the Acolyte cancellation, this idiot who claims, I don't care what you say, I'm going to keep talking. Yeah, telling everybody you're going to Minecraft yourself, that's healthy. That's really healthy. These are these people. This is the people Disney traded real fans are. Oh, more M. Generally concerned we may be experiencing the decline of the Star Wars community in real time right now. Your stan community is melting down because you're all fake. Each and every one of you fake. You have no passion. Nothing. You didn't really care about Star Wars. You cared about your agenda being pushed through Star Wars. The real Star Wars fan community, real fans, we're fine. We talk to each other all the time. We celebrate the real thing. We're happy to have nerd discussions, nerd debates. You? Oh, wow, you lost it. Watch them crumble. That's the difference. The stan base is crumbling right now because their show got canceled. Real Star Wars fans, we collect, protect, and preserve. Plain and simple. What we got here? Oh, this person. Echo, silly gift, domino, another one of these. Seeing a pattern? If you are celebrating the cancellation of Acolyte, you're not a real Star Wars fan. Well, I'll say that about you. I think I am a real fan. I've proven it time and again. Here are some of the comments on Amanda's most recent post. Absolutely pathetic that people think this kind of harassment is ever warranted. Harassment is not warranted, but what I see here is people making fun of her, saying canceled, good job, real fans talked out. That's not harassment. That's just internet roasting. There's a difference. And also, as I said a minute ago, Amanda made herself fair game when she attacked the fans with her diss track. More Maggie love it. Shout out to everyone who listened to the racist, homophobic, sexist dickheads and uplifted their voices throughout the entire run of the show. You won. We did win. Because guess what? More people listened to us than you. And they only knew about you when myself and others showed them your pathetic interviews with Leslie Headland. Who's left? Log back in to say, I'm so highly disappointed and upset over this news. I wanted to ignore it, pretend like it wasn't real, forever making the worst decisions based on negative bigots who can't keep their gob shut for 5 seconds. Love that. Another person blaming it on my racism. I think, it's this one. Is this the one? This is the one who cries all the time and attacked Mahler in Theory. That's who this one is. That's who that one is. Almost there, guys. Almost there. Like, why did I do this to myself? Why did I think they would change? That Star Wars higher-ups would care about a story that connected with me. Osha was my Anakin. Her journey was also mine. And I feel like I've both been thrown away again. You're sick. You're deranged. Seek help. That's all I can say to that one. Who's left? Silly Goose is back. Acolyte being canceled is so disheartening. It's going to be hard being a fan of any other Star Wars project from now on, knowing that assholes on the internet could get project canceled like this. It was an amazing show with amazing actors and writing. It deserved better. They make my case that they're fake fans and stans. It's so hard to go forward with this once they've canceled it, knowing that people's opinions, other than mine, are allowed to be spoken. That's what that is right there. Boo-hoo! Boo-hoo! Boo-hoo. You know what I did when it all happened? Went back, fell in love with it all over again. That's what I did. You're a fake fan. Who's left? Who we got? Genuinely feel like this is going to be the biggest mistake Star Wars makes in decades. Okay, that's really nothing. I don't know why I bookmarked that. We're back with the Louise. Why do people not understand? I don't give two shits if you don't enjoy something. I only care if I myself enjoy it. TV shows have saved my life more times than you know. Star Wars has saved my life many times too. You're sick. You're weird. You can love something. You can have something important to you, but saving your life? Really? I thought the Eternals saved lives too. That got canceled. But seriously, if you don't care, then why are you posting on social media? It shows you do care. You want attention, you attention whore. Nude Gunray, this piece of shit. I personally enjoyed The Acolyte, and I see it as an incomplete story. If you're celebrating its cancellation, you're an anti-fan. I also expect the big fandom accounts who accepted The Acolyte gift boxes to be very publicly critical of Disney's decision. This guy is a hate-filled bastard. I've commented on him before, calling me an anti-fan. This is the guy who calls all of us racists and bigots all the time. One of those. So you mean rather Lucasfilm and Disney speaking up and going against the constant death threats and harassment, they let them win, rewarded them for that behavior? I'm so heartbroken and mad the second I thought they finally got it. Death threats, harassment, fake news, shit never happened. It never happened. I'm the one that gets death threats. These people send death threats to me, telling me to Minecraft myself. I've shown them off in the past. Last one. We made it. Another one of these. By constantly legitimizing far-right grifter hate campaigns by framing it as dividing fans, Hollywood trades are actively contributing to the landscape of out-of-control culture wars and the global rise in fascism. And I'm so effing serious. They're not fans. They're effing Nazis. I left this one at the last one because it shows you who this is a very good microscope onto all of them. I had to stop bookmarking. They just kept coming over and over again. So many different ones. And I kept roasting them in return. I had to stop because I could have had another 10, 15, 20, 30 of these on here. But they're all the same. whining, crying, blaming everybody in the world for the failure of the Acolyte except for themselves. Because that is the truth, the bottom line of this all. They are, and they being the Disney Star Wars stans, the fake fans, the tourists, they are truly a minority. And the ratings showed it. I talked about this on recent streams and recent discussions. From 1977 to slightly after 2012, before they threw out the EU, the real Star Wars fan base, the true fans, we kept it afloat. We sustained it for decades. These idiots couldn't sustain it for 10 years. It's falling apart because they are nothing. They're insignificant. They do not move the needle. They pretend, all of them repeating this shit over and over again on Twitter. And there are some on here who are still saying, I'm going to keep talking about Save the Acolyte, this and that. They think that this is fan behavior. They think talking like childish adults about crying and vomiting and passing out and weeping, they think that that's fan interaction. They think that that shows that people love this thing, when in fact it's the same people, the same small group. And yes, there are thousands of them, but there are just thousands of them. And they all congregate here to make it look like they have a loud voice. That is why I'm talking about earlier, reality inversion. They say we're the smallest voice. They are the small voice. They make themselves seem very loud and obnoxious by congregating in one place and retweeting and constantly liking and talking about the same shit over and over again in the cesspool of their own agenda. But they are just that. They're a cesspool minority. They do not have the strength to carry the franchise like the true fans that came before them did. And that is why this failed. $180 million spent. No return on investment. Even Disney, who desperately needs money right now, they can't sink another, probably closer to $200 million on another Leslie Headland debacle, because they'll get even worse results. They won't even get a premiere that charts high up on the Nielsen's, and it didn't chart high on Nielsen's. It was bottom 5 when it broke. The Acolyte being canceled is not about catering to real fans. It's not about listening to us. It's about Disney realizing it sucked and they had to cancel it. And that these people, the people they wanted, the stand base they cultivated, will not help Disney Star Wars survive. We are now in the realm of all of them eating each other. They're eating their own. A lot of them out there, I don't have those saved. I just wanted the Meltdown ones. They're attacking the rest of Disney Star Wars. They're attacking the Mandalorian and Grogu. They're attacking the sequel trilogy. They're attacking all that stuff. We don't need to keep going with the Skywalkers. We don't need to be in this era. No. They're eating their own, and it's glorious. It's fun to watch. And it once again shows you, as I said before, Disney pandered to them, and this is the result. You can never pander to fake fan ungrateful losers, because they'll never be satisfied. As soon as you do not appease their agenda, they will turn on you, and now they're turning. What do you got left, Disney? You got nothing. Grogu movie, Rey movie, gonna be giant, massive flops, and I'll be there when they happen. But for now, we're done. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, a like would be very much appreciated. If you are new here, I invite you to subscribe to me right here, or hope to earn your trust and support using facts and logic, because facts and logic do not care about fake fan Stan and SJW Fifis. Thank you again for watching. Take it easy, and may the Force be with you. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, check out my gaming channel at Renaissance Nerd Arcade, and follow me on X Twitter under @TheRedNerd. Thanks again for watching. Take it easy.